Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna turn around or desert you. Ooh,
Oh,
ooh,
hey, what's
ooh,
up,
ooh.
my fellow
Never
directors?
leave
Hi, it's
you.
Greg Moore. I am the Cincinnati director, and I am coming to you from the 80s to try and give you a little bit of some tips on how to take on the new 80s show, especially with more than one female character. So, what we used to have in our totally 80s show is we'd have one of our actresses play the Joan Jumbo Jet or Pat Minotaur character and take on those host responsibilities from Poison and have Poison be played by a guest. In this new 80s shows, we can do something very similar with having one of our actresses play Penelope Peacock, or she can play Cheyanne alone, and then the other female would be that VJ character, and then the detective. As a whole, we really want to try and steer away from cross dressing our female actors to play our male characters, which is why we don't really want a female to play Frito Baggins. The reason we're trying to do this is we're trying not to satire our male characters. And when they come in and they are a female, audiences are not stupid. So then they come and they don't trust this character already. So we want to kind of flip that easily by just switching it just a little bit. So we're going to go through how we can tweak the script just a little bit to have Penelope or Cheyanne put on that host roles that would normally be done by Frito. So in the script, you have VJ starting the show, which is perfectly normal. They will go on, introduce themselves, do the whole like fish shaking bit and all that stuff. And then typically Frito comes in screaming. Instead, we're going to have Penelope doing it.
It's like so gross, like super gnarly. I'm like totally scarred for life, okay? Like super scarred. Oh my gosh. It was like I went backstage with Frito and we were like gonna make out, and then we saw Mark Brothers now and he was like lying there like totally normal, right? Just like on his back, like sleeping but with his glasses on. But then I was like, wait a minute. No one sleeps with their glasses on. Right, Frida? Right, honey? Yeah, it was like so weird. And then there was like blood, and I noticed there was like a knife in his back. Right, babe?
At this point, we're going to have Penelope or Cheyanne defending Frito in his honor, either as Frito's lover or as Frito's secret daughter. They will come to his defense, saying things like, "Oh, that's not his switchblade. The dates are switched," or something along those lines.
No, it was a switchblade. Duh. Try to keep up, okay? I think I know a thing or two about switchblades because Frito has like a whole collection of switchblades almost exactly like it. Well, no, because this switchblade is supposed to have the date of the Frito and the Lays Take Manhattan tour, okay? All right, but this is the wrong date. It's like switched. It's supposed to be like 8/1/82, but it's like 1/8/82, which is so not the right date.
When we start to do the dad jokes with the Mark Mothersbaugh bit, Penelope is going to be the one that is going to say, "I was backstage, I saw someone, they did these dad jokes." And then she would then say, "It's him," instead of what Frito would typically do. When we go into Act Two, the allegedly bit will be played by that second actress and the detective, and they'll go back and forth.
Frito totally wanted to call you right away, but like that VJ girl was like, "Oh no, I saw it on my own." So lame. Oh, this is Frito Baggins, world famous rock legend, right, babe? I'm his girlfriend. Well, okay, the first was an alleged murder. Okay, so like we were walking backstage, right, babe? And then there was like this guy just like taking a nap, but then one of his what looked like, but like Soups isn't, Frito's switchblade was like sticking like out of his back or something, and it was like bloody and broken. It was real gross. It was like, so gross. Like gag me with a spoon, right?
In the final lineup in Act 3, you have some parts where Frito comes in and starts talking and gives some back and forth with the detective. You do not have to do any of that. What you can do instead is at the end of the script is the one actor bit, and your detective will play the final lineup like a one actor, like they would be doing it themselves. After the detective reveals that they are Stevie Way gone, they will then interview Frito, which they will have a binder to reveal themselves. Penelope or Cheyanne will then say their lines like they would normally if they were just a regular suspect. And that's it. That's simple enough. Go through your actors, especially during your rehearsal, have them prepare beforehand, just looking over the lines and tweaking it. It's not a lot to change. There's not a lot that they have to do, and they can just do bits like, oh, Frito doesn't do new Coke ads. Everyone knows that.
No. Frito does not do ads. Everybody knows that. Okay, if his manager were here, he'd tell you that, but he's not, so I obviously have to do it. Also, you're just like a VJ, okay? You're used to like, so why don't you do it?
So very simple, small tweaks that your characters can do, especially if they're really good at improvising, they can really change these up and do that. That's all I have for you today. Totally rocking on. So have a good rest of your day, guys, and take care.